Now, as you can see, I have 3 different sizes of heads right here. And if you want to know how to sculpt the head, you need to look at the first video. So now we're going to put some face details on these little dolls. And you notice that how much difference the sizes are. Well, that means not necessarily my hose being smaller or larger, but how much I stuffed them. So that will make a difference. So I like to kind of squish the little face up into a little bit more of a shape of a face. And so sometimes I will just kind of pinch it in, and then I'm going to take a micro pen. This is a pigment pen, and I'm just going to do little eyelashes. And sometimes it helps to turn them over, and so you can get them, for some reason it helps me to get them straighter when I'm looking at them upside down. For you it's right side up, I think. And so now let's do just a little eyebrow. This is just a black pen. All you're going to need is a black and a probably red, or actually red works the best. So there's my eyelashes and eyebrows, and then I'm going to take my red pigment pen and I'm going to do the mouth. Now the mouth, all you need to do is follow the stitch on there, the stitch line, and you can stop there if you would like. Or you can make a little bit of a rounded mouth and a little bit of a lip. Now, there's already how easy that is. Every one of these little dolls are going to come out differently. They do not, they just make their own personalities. They do not duplicate. So no matter how you sculpt or how you paint the face, it's always going to be different. Now let's talk about a little hair to frame this face. You can go ahead and stitch like lines of rows of beads, or you can actually glue them on. And these are micro beads on this doll. And so basically what I've done is I put glue all the way around her head, and then I just sprinkled some beads on top of it. These are micro beads. They're very, 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 very fine. They don't have an eye, so a hole so you can go through it. And so I'm just going to show you how you might do this. If you don't use something, kind of careful about putting this glue on, you'll have a big blob of glue everywhere. Be sure and use glue that's not too runny also. I would say glue like tacky glue, something that's definitely for fabric. That's important also. And I tend to use old sewing machine needles that I'm going to throw away because might as well recycle them, and I can bring enough on there, glue on that needle, to sort of tell what I'm doing and control what I'm doing, I should say. Okay, so now I've got little dots of glue wherever, and this is hard to put on later. So you're going to want to get as much glue on in the beginning because it's hard to add later. Okay, so now we're going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring my little tray in. And the nice thing about this tray is I I won't lose all my beads because it has a little opening here that I can pour them back into the bag, or the vial. So I'm just going to put these on very slowly, sprinkle this on the head where the glue is, and all my little beads are going back into something that I can not lose them. So this looks pretty good. Remember that you're going to actually mount this on something, so you're gonna not need it on the back of the head. So basically that's all I want to do. And so then once you get done, you can open this little hole up and you can pour the beads back into the vial. This is a really handy little deal that you can get somewhere like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or maybe even Joann's has it possibly. So let's try maybe a little larger bead, and I'm gonna just do this for the sake of time. Okay, so now I've got that on there, and now I'm going to take this vial of a little bit larger bead. They're not huge, and I'm going to just pour those over top. And you could use multicolored beads. These are bouncing out all over the place. I needed to be closer down to this pan. And I can see that I am missing this whole kind of side here. So I'm going to add there. There we go. Okay, now we're going to let those dry. So this is just to show you what the proportion of the face and the flower is very important. So it'd be very hard for me to put a face this large. It works, but it's not near as exciting, but it works. But I like a smaller face in a smaller flower. So these are just silk flowers that I've gotten at Hobby Lobby, and basically you just get your dot of glue, put it on the back, put it on the flower inside, and then put your doll face inside in the center and center it. And so here, this is just some regular sizes here, and then you might want a little larger one for a bigger face. And so here's another one. This doll face is the biggest one, and this is okay, but it may need something as large as this. And even try this. So basically you can go and get different size silk flowers, and you can build on each other, or you can take them apart. Most of them have a stem on them that is holding them together like this, and you need to remove the stem, and sometimes that's easy, sometimes it's not. And then you need to take that out, and then you're going to usually have 2 layers, so you glue them together also. And then you can stick this, you can stick a magnet on this, or you can put a pin to wear it. or you can just hang it around wherever you want it. Thanks for watching.